what it was. Y'all know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And this right here, this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight. And say, man, I don't know what you got going on in whatever city, state, country, continent, planet, density, or dimension you're currently coded in. But from where I'm sitting at the time of this recording, it's Monday, y'all. And not only is it Monday, we also got the moon in Virgo. So shit just might get critical. And another thing, if you don't know me, regardless of how good I make this shit look, I'm not a fan of Mondays or the mundane. So y'all gonna have to bear with me today. But I will say the one thing that this energy puts on my mind is work. Because I got Virgo in my 12th house, so my mind, it's always there in the back of my mind, okay? And I got Jupiter in the 6th house, so I feel like I can always work harder, okay? So when I think about that, it's going to make me offer a little sale for y'all today, okay? I'm going to offer a sale on my natal chart readings. For a limited time only, I'm going to offer $50 natal chart readings. And that's an audio natal chart reading. You're not going to get a video for no $50. Understand that. What you're going to get is about an hour and a half to 2 hour audio natal chart interpretation of me breaking down all of the planets in your chart. Also talking about some of the major aspects, talking about the dominant modalities and elements. We'll also talk about your karmic direction, which, consists of Rahu and Ketu, or the north and the south node. We'll talk about some of the easiest things going on in your chart, some of the most persistent difficulties. We'll talk about the declinations. Okay. We'll talk about the growth aspects. We'll go all the way in. We'll talk about the ascendant and the midheaven, any conjunctions I see going on. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go there. And then I'll also send you along with that a 30 to 40 page PDF, that's doing the same thing for you. Okay. Cause some people like to read along. Some people like to hear it. Okay. But you're going to get both in there for $50. You can't beat that. Especially when you got somebody that's as talented and in-depth and adept as I am. Okay. $50 for a limited time only. I'm doing audio natal chart interpretations. Hit me up. And I'll do numerology audio natal chart interpretations. And I'm not going to include the PDF with that because that's a lot of math. Okay. I'll do that for $40 a piece for a limited time only. So if anybody's interested in that, do not hit me up in the comments below. You can hit me up in my email at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Okay. You can't beat that. Okay. And so working, seeing some tangibility, because that's what that PDF is about, tangibility. That's all relevant to what we're going to speak on here today. That's because this right here, this a little something about those people that have the sun in the 6th house of their natal chart. And see, before I even go there, if you don't know my style, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the sun. I'm going to give y'all a little information on the energy that comes along with the sun and how it might affect you. And then we'll talk a little bit about what the 6th house of the astrological chart is actually all about. Then after that, we're going to bring it to a culmination. And fortunately for you, I'm one of the coldest closers in the game. So without wasting anyone else's time, it's a fly in here, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's get it cracking. So the sun, this is the planet of self, and it rules the sign of Leo in the 5th house of the astrological chart. And for me, when it comes to the sun, as it puts forth light, it also brings forth life. And that's because in astrology, the sun represents oneself, our personality, our ego, our spirit, and what it takes to make each one of us individually unique. And it's our identity, and it can really speak to any creative ability that we have, and also, the power that we possess to meet the challenges of everyday life. And our father, our male children, a lot of the major male influences in our life, these all come under the sun's energy. And that's because the sun's energy is forceful, and people's core being is here as well. And it's through its will that we learn to manifest ourselves in this physical world. And the sun is majestic, and it rules over royalty. Hell, it even exudes it for real. And it's also known to rule over our health and well-being, but I don't think it's that. I personally think it's our strength and our vitality, because it's the sun that brings strength to all the other planets in our chart. Okay. And it also plays a pivotal role in the big three that consists of the sun, the moon, and the rising. Okay. And, hey, man, those three make up the basis of our personality. And the sun, I said the moon, pardon me, the sun spends about a month in each sign, as we all know. And this is definitely masculine energy. But when we're talking about the sun's house, wherever your sun is located in house, this is going to have a physical, a psychological, and a spiritual significance on your life, man. So I pay attention to that because that's what we're talking about here today. Now, the sixth house. The sixth house is ruled by Mercury in Virgo, and it's about our health. It's about service to others. It's about day-to-day routines. It's about our work ethic or our work style. And when I'm talking about our job, because this is what this is about, I'm not talking about our career. Our career, in the status that comes along with it, that's in the 10th. And sometimes they're connected, but sometimes they're not. Okay. The sixth house speaks to the job that you do to pay your bills. Okay. Sometimes you're just working that sixth house to get to the 10th house. Sometimes some people never see the 10th house, as far as career, because they're in this sixth house getting it in. They have a lot of sixth house energy. So that's something to think about that, man. The sixth house relates to discipleship. Understand that, and mastery, alongside the ability to overcome obstacles and actually produce the fruits of our achievements. And planets in this house, they either manifest as blessings or challenges to our well-being and our health. And, they're also indications of our professions or how we get along in our day-to-day routines. Okay. And the sixth house also speaks to any pets that we may have. Okay. And our relationships with such. Okay. Oh, so now we're going to put the sun in the sixth house. And with this one, man, the first thing to understand is that, regardless of what these elementary ass astrologers try to make you think, having your sun in the sixth house and having a Virgo sun is not the same thing. No, it's not by any stretch of the means. But I will say this, regardless of what people's sun sign is, if their sun is in the sixth house, they're going to have a lot of Virgo to them. And hey, that's just real, man. And what that does is that just ultimately points to people putting a large emphasis on efficiency and putting a large emphasis on accomplishments. Okay. You got to understand that these are not the type of people that will ever settle for mediocrity. No. Because to be honest, their ability to deliver high quality results, hey man, that's really directly tied to their sense of self, and it's everything to them. So yeah, in a sense, these are those true perfectionists in life. Yeah. And these people right here, they only want the best of best, y'all. Remember that it's the sun that shines a light on the life areas where we want to excel at right here. Okay. So, with this one, it's letting it be known that work, it's everything to these people. It's extremely important to these people in their lives because they inherently understand that you have to be persistent and hardworking if you ever want to achieve your goals. Yeah. And so they're willing to put the work in. Hey, this is somebody who's willing to put the work in. Okay. I mean, come on, man. Consistency is everything to them, man. Cause that amazing work ethic, it's actually the hallmark of this placement right here. It's gotta be. And, I personally, I'm about to get a front row seat to this. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Cause, my daughter has this placement, man, in Capricorn too. And, she's 15 or she's about to be 15. So, yeah. I best believe I know I got a boss in the making right there. And I think that's beautiful, man. I can only imagine. And she's already like that, man. As far as the way she conducts herself, hey, she handles herself very well. I love that. Maybe that comes from her dad's Mars in Capricorn. Maybe that has a lot to do with it. Or that Neptune thing. Maybe. But I also know that this placement does suggest individuals, who might work in some kind of service or, whether that to be to other people or in the actual service industry or, that could revolve around healthcare, that could revolve around social service, that could be counseling, you know what I'm saying? It could be all kinds of stuff, man. That's just something that's definitely worth checking into with that. And you also can't ever forget that, while dealing with Virgo energy, hey, man, analytical thinking, reasoning and attention to details, that's going to be everything, man. They're all going to come to the forefront right here. Understand that. which that really right there leads to these typically being some of the more organized and capable people that you'll ever encounter. But, you know, the thing to understand about these individuals, the thing I want you to understand the most is that, you know, merely being busy, it ain't gonna work for them. No, it's about being productive. It's about being productive, bro. Yeah, man. And some people will never comprehend the difference between those two right there, man. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Look, man, efficiency is key here. And I think I've already kind of iterated that enough, man. These are those people who absolutely cannot stand wasting time or energy. So they're always going to be finding more and more efficient ways of getting shit done. And personally, like I said, I respect that to the fullest. My Jupiter in the 6th respects that to the fullest. Okay. Maybe that 12th house Virgo cusp right there. That makes me respect that to the fullest, man. And another big thing with these folks is they really find a sense of peace in sticking to their routines. So as they grow and mature, you know, their habits are going to become more and more important to them. So it's imperative that you help these people when they're young build up healthy habits and constructive habits instead of getting stuck in fucked up cycles. Cause it's just that easy too, man. Best believe, man. And, plus these people right here, they feel like, you know, routines are essential to good performance because consistency of effort, that's everything. That's everything. So with that in mind, these are those people who are likely to stick to a strict daily routine, man. And a lot of them are health nuts too. That's something I can't leave out. Okay. Cause chances are, you know, this is that motherfucker, you know, that's at the gym consistently at 4 a.m., you know, getting it in, man. And, hey, that's just something that comes along with the 6. Cause, you know, I will say this though, cause I was about to say something else, but let me tell you this, cause this popped into my mind. It has to be with Sun in the 6. They have to be the one that makes the routine because, if it comes to somebody else trying to force them into some shit, they probably won't do so well and it won't be as productive as if they did it themselves. So that's something to think about. That's real. And lastly, you know, keep in mind that every placement is going to have both its ups and its downs, man. And, you know, with the 6th house Sun, it's definitely going to have to come down to overworking because that could cause a lot of issues. And, you know, with this being the house of health, hey, these two can definitely become intertwined. Okay. Cause they're the type that if they hate their job, then their health could suffer too. And, if they ever overwork themselves, cause that's something that they're prone to do consistently, you know, it could be a real detriment as well. So look, y'all have to remember to take a rest if you have this placement, man. But hey, even if you don't believe a word I just said, just cause you built like that, you don't have to build like that. And what I mean is we all have all this energy available to us. What you do with it is what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And there's been some priceless knowledge of self. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support. If you made it this far, you should be hitting the like button, man. Cause I know I went in and, the knowledge I bring is second to none. So hit the like button. You could be a hater and hit the dislike button, but do one of the two. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel, man. YouTube is about interaction. I need interaction. And don't forget, do not forget that I'm offering a sale for a limited time only. I don't know how long because my mood and my feelings, they change just like that. So for right now, for at least a few days or a week or two, I'm offering audio natal chart interpretations for $50 a piece. And that's going to consist of a 30 to 40 page PDF and an hour and a half to 2 hours of me breaking down your chart. Okay. Hey, y'all keep it true till next time. If y'all are interested in that or any merch, you can either hit me up in the comments below, but I would prefer you send me an email at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all keep it real because, that's what I'm